Grandma's gone wild, yarn emoji, sparkles emoji. So, I was visiting my grandma last weekend, for the usual Sunday roast and a quick catch-up. As always, she had her knitting circle over, a group of sweet old ladies who gather every week to knit, sip tea, and gossip about the neighborhood. They were all gathered around the living room, needles clicking away, and I couldn't help but notice the unusually competitive vibe in the air. It's like they were all on edge, eyes starting to each other's yarn baskets every few minutes, and not a single one dared to leave their seat even for a bathroom break. Mildly intrigued, I decided to stick around and see what was up with the granny gang. Turns out, my grandma's friend Mildred had started a little side hustle, organizing bets on the length of each other's scarves. It was all very hush-hush, but the stakes were oddly high for a group of septuagenarians. They were using buttons, spools of thread, and even the occasional old coin as currency. The goal was to see who could knit the longest scarf in a week, and the winner would take home the coveted golden needle trophy, which, as far as I could tell, was just an old knitting needle spray-painted gold. I was amused but also a bit concerned. These ladies were more intense than a pack of stockbrokers on Wall Street. As the afternoon wore on, the tension in the room was palpable. Bets were being placed, scarves were being measured, and the tea was flowing like wine at a middle school dance chaperone meeting. Then, just when I thought things couldn't get weirder, Grandma stood up and announced that it was time to unveil the twist in their little contest. At that moment, everyone fell silent, and I could see the anticipation in their eyes. Grandma cleared her throat, looked around the room with a twinkle in her eye, and said, "The real contest isn't about the scarves, it's about who can knit the longest yarn about their grandkids." Suddenly, the room erupted into laughter, and the competitive tension melted away faster than butter on a hot scone. Mildred started with a story about her grandson who once convinced his teacher he was allergic to math, while Ethel chimed in with her tale of a granddaughter who had supposedly invented a new dance move called the gravy boat. My grandma, not to be outdone, launched into an epic saga about me, detailing how I once tried to cook an entire Thanksgiving meal in a microwave. As the stories grew taller and the laughter louder, I realized that this knitting circle was about more than just scarves and beds. It was about weaving the rich tapestry of their lives, one hilarious yarn at a time. And with that, the Golden Needle Trophy found its rightful place, not with the longest scarf, but with the longest, most outlandish tale.